So, hi, what's up, guys? This is Andrea Badrama Banao.
And Zay and Tiffany.
So, today, we are going to talk about
The Internet is a global information network that connects millions of computers. It is growing exponentially and provides a unique information resource that is global, diverse, and current. What do we use the Internet for? Browsing information, social media and creating awareness, for entertainment, music, videos, movies, communicating with people all over the world, sharing information, e-commerce, and banking. The internet has no single inventor. Instead, it has evolved over time. The internet got its start in the United States more than 50 years ago as a government weapon in the Cold War. Scientists and researchers used it to communicate and share data with one another through what was known as DARPANET, Defense's Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. This was in response to the Soviet Union bombings and the need to create a communication network which was free from the interference and disruption. Internet in the 1960s. In 1962, a scientist from MIT and DARPA named JCR Licklider proposed a galactic network of computers that could talk to one another. Such a network would enable government leaders to communicate even if the Soviets destroyed the telephone system. In 1965, another MIT scientist developed a way of sending information from one computer to another that he called packet switching. Packet switching breaks data down into blocks or packets before sending it to its destination. Without packet switching, the government's computer network, now known as ARPANET, would have been just as vulnerable to enemy attacks as the phone system. In 1969, ARPANET delivered its first message, a node-to-node communication from one computer to another, but it crashed the full network. The Internet was yet to be born. By the end of the 1970s, a computer scientist named Vincent Cerf had begun to solve this problem by developing a way for all computers on all of the world's mini-networks to communicate with one another. He called this invention Transmission Control Protocol, or TCP. Later, he added an additional protocol known as the Internet Protocol. The acronym we use to refer to these days is TCP or IP. Internet in the 1980s. Cerf's protocol transformed the Internet into a worldwide network. Throughout the 1980s, researchers and scientists used it to send files and data from one computer to another. However, this network was still between scientists and researchers from different universities and labs. Internet in the 1990s. However, in 1991, the Internet changed again. Tim Berners-Lee introduced the World Wide Web, an Internet that was not simply a way to send files from one place to another, but was itself a web of information that anyone on the Internet could retrieve. Berners-Lee created the first browser and the Internet that we know today. In 1992, a group of students and researchers at the University of Illinois developed a sophisticated browser that they called Mosaic. It later became Netscape. Mosaic offered a user-friendly way to search the web. It allowed users to see words and pictures on the same page for the first time and to navigate using scroll bars and clickable links. That same year, Congress decided that the web could be used for commercial purposes. As a result, companies of all kinds hurried to set up websites of their own. and e-commerce entrepreneurs began to use the internet to sell goods directly to customers. More recently, social networking sites like Facebook have become a popular way for people of all ages to stay connected.